So is this the last map that we're on right now? This is the last map, right? No, it's not. Oh God. Oh God. Then we have to move quick today. Oh God.
The traitorous Caldwell family's residence loomed into view. Against the horizon, it looked suitably sinister. Yet the manor had changed since Meve last saw it. 2 new wings, ornate towers, a grand colonnade. And the windows now glistened with stained glass, the gilded hue of imperial suns.
We must pay them a visit,
Seethed the queen.
Ooh.
The great double doors opened with an echoing thud. Just inside them stood the heir to the estate, Dragomir, his wife and 3 children by his side, and Helena, the treacherous count's widow. Sliding the cap from his head, thus giving proof of the family's hereditary baldness, Dragomir knelt down upon one knee.
Your Grace, my father's betrayal stands beyond doubt and exoneration.
The young Caldwell said flawlessly, and in a single breath, as if he'd practiced a dozen times.
And his death at your hands was most well deserved. I ask that ye not punish sons for the sins of their fathers. I ask humbly, with bowed head, allow me to stay on my ancestral lands, to serve faithfully as your loyal subject.
I believe not a word slithering out of his mouth,
Whispered Reynard.
The first chance he gets to stab you in the back, he will take.
Meve narrowed her eyes and gazed at Dragomir. Large drops of sweat dripped from his brow.
You may stay,
Said the queen, finally breaking the silence.
on 2 conditions. Firstly, you will make a considerable donation toward the war effort. Then field an infantry regiment, fully outfitted, under my command.
Naturally, Your Grace. And the other?
In one swift motion, Meve snatched a crossbow from a soldier, put it to her cheek, and loosed. Caldwell the Younger screamed bloody murder as he threw up his arms to shield his face. The bolt hissed by and struck the center of a golden sun, shattering one of the stained glass windows.
Redecorate.
Said the queen flatly. She then mounted up and sped off, earnestly hoping she'd not come to regret her generosity.
That was great. That was great. I love
I
Meve
shall
so much.
replace the glazing in the windows. My father was wrong about you, and even more wrong about Nilfgaard. I shan't let you down. Again, many thanks, Your Grace. And this, may it serve as proof of my loyalty.
Okay. Lots of money, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, I love Meve. She's been one of my favorite characters that we've come across in video games like this year. She is such a great character. Very well said there, Revan. I appreciate the formality. That's good. It's good. All right, there's something. It's not up here, is it? I think we have to go around this way. We already got that. We already cleared all of that down there. Yeah, we have to go around this side. Also, we need to see what this is. Is this my game of the year in One Punch Man? No, it's not my game of the year. But it's probably going to be on my top 10. Yeah. It's a really, really good, amazing, unique game. But one of the main problems, and one of the reasons it won't be my game of the year, is very similar to our Pillars of Eternity playthrough. There are serious problems with balance and difficulty. And it's even though it's an amazing game and I'm having a great time, I definitely feel like that's something that needs to be considered. Yeah. Still awesome though. Psych on Rails, I know, right? I should just start saying that. Well, I know I haven't played it yet, but Fallout 76 is my game of the year. I mean, just because, you know, it's Fallout. So, yeah, totally my GOTY. Yeah. Yes, I believe that would be the general response to that statement. Yes. Can confirm.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
That's a good one too, Zippers. Yeah, that's a good one too. Those work. That works. Right, Murgle? Probably. Attack! I say attack! Let's take that guy out. Boop. He's passing next turn.
One vote's all I need.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Any word when I get back to Pathfinder? No, not sure yet. I'm going to be getting back to Pathfinder as soon as they make the 1.1 patch official, which could be as early as tomorrow. But basically, whenever 1.1 makes it to GOG, I'm going to do it at my next available opportunity. But I don't want to deal with the the beta version of the patch. I'm gonna wait until it's like done. Yeah.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Hey, Zero. Volatar, I finally played around a Gwent in Witcher 3 and suddenly watching this game makes a lot more sense. I know, right? It's great, isn't it? It is great. Let's get him going. Okay, good. Almost, Revan. I still like it. Oh, he's thinking. You can tell the computer's thinking when it doesn't quite have enough brain power to keep up with the FPS. That's when you know it's serious. Boop. Am I going to start playing Graveyard Keeper again anytime soon? No. No plans for Graveyard Keeper anytime soon. We did a very full playthrough of it before, so. Okay. Oh, here he goes thinking again. Hey, Stealth Pineapple, how are you?
I warned you.
My pizza is horrified of you. Any chance I'm going to play Eastward when it releases? I'll be honest with you, I don't know what Eastward is. So I don't know.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
So is that a yes? Not exactly. Ooh. And ooh. Any chance on Warcraft 3 Reforged? Yeah, probably. I'll probably check it out. If you want something funny to read or something that lowers your IQ, you should read some negative reviews about Thronebreaker on Steam. Oh god, really? Oh, hold on. now I want to see them. Hold on. This will be quick. This will be quick. It's very positive. Okay. Love CDPR Gwent. Not a fan of this version of Gwent and walking around picking up supplies. Feels like a boring mobile game. Would be okay for 10. Okay, I mean that's valid. That's valid. It's a puzzle game. If you like easy puzzles and are for some casual gaming, this game is for you. I give it a thumbs down since I was expecting something more like a card battle or more RPG elements and more deck building. Okay, I don't know how far. Yeah, he only played for a few hours. He must have not gotten to like the good part. Oh, this is valid because of the price drop. I've heard of this. I'm seeing mostly positive reviews. Understandably, this game is awesome. Yeah, I mean, these, they're understandable. It is more of an RPG than a card game. Oh. That, you may... He played it for 0.1 hours and was like, what? This isn't what I wanted! Zero save control. Okay, not sure what that is. Oh, maybe they're talking about the fact that you can't like... Yeah, I mean... Okay, yeah, none of those are quite as bad as I was thinking. I've seen some really, really bad reviews, so none of those were too bad. I'll never forget when I read the review on Steam, and the guy was like, I just bought this game on Steam, and when I fired up my Xbox, it's not in my library. Refund! Now that was a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. They should do they have a website that like highlights terrible Steam reviews? Because I feel like there should be a website that does that if there isn't. Like badsteamreviews.com or something. Bad is in deserved or undeserved? Oh, I think both are fun. I think when it's deserved, it's fun, and when it's not deserved, it's also fun. Yeah. It really depends. Like, I would love to read, like, well-written reviews on why absolutely terrible games are terrible. I think that could be fun, too.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Cool. Wait a second. What was, This is from Angry Moose. Not recommended. This game has been in alpha for 4 years. Let me tell you what I did in 4 years. Found a girlfriend and fell in love. Argued and broke up. Graduated high school. Went to college. Graduated college. Joined the army. Got medically discharged for a month in for asthma. Worked as a pizza driver. Got a new car. Lost my virginity. Went back to college. Found another girl. 2 of my grandparents died. I got hired as a dispatcher. And this game... And this game added and removed Christmas trees for the holidays. What game was this for? Oh, what game? I want to know what game that was for. It sounds like a DayZ review. Oh, it was for DayZ. Oh, oh, it's too good. Mosto with a $10 tip. I do not plan on playing the remastered of Spyro, but thank you for your tip. Wiggy Tugon with a 500 cheer as well. Oh, thank you very much. Happy Veterans Day, Wiggy Tugon, for sure. And Swanee with the 7,500 cheer. You bosses, thank you for the support. I've been binge watching your Pathfinder playthrough. Thank you for such wonderful entertainment. Well, thank you for the support. Poking the Bear, Metal Hero, Harry Prime Syndrome, Guard, Ezio with a 9-month double sub, Bowfline getting a sub from Ghostblade, and Denizmax as well. Thank you all for your support. Awesome. Man, I'm gonna have enough gold to rebuild my kingdom when I get to the end. Pretty pumped for that. Man, we could do a whole day of just like having you guys find and link funny Steam reviews. And we just sit around, drink beer, and read funny Steam reviews.
Let me tell you of Ravencloft, a quarry Meave passed by. A quarry with a dark history. For years earlier, its wall had collapsed, burying dozens alive. Scholars summoned from Oxenfurt were unanimous in their findings. The rock was fragile, further digging would likely cause slides. Meave had heeded the scholars' advice and closed the quarry by royal decree. Yet now, as she neared it, Meave could hear the even tap of pickaxes. She dispatched scouts to investigate. They returned promptly, their faces sullen, their cloaks blanched with a fine limestone dust.
Quarry's open anew, Your Grace. Nilfgaardians. They've got folk in the pit working it. Appear to be from the surrounding villages.
Interesting. Their engineers have found a way to render it safe. Secure the walls.
I'd say that's right unlikely, Majesty. Judging by the fresh graves we saw.
Oh.
The Queen then turned to Reynard, as ever at her side.
Reynard, what do you advise?
As a soldier, my Queen, I'd advise against any kind of assault. The terrain's hard, unsuitable for a fight, and we've little to gain from a victory. As a man, however...
Yes?
To leave our folk in chains, in that death trap. It wouldn't be right.
If I were to calculate in heart and mind, keep note of gains and losses...
Began Meave.
I'd bend the knee to the Imperials, just as Willem did. But bloody arithmetic won't dictate my course. For I do what's just. I do what's right. Follow me!
Her troops followed without hesitation, swords in hand, their hearts afire.
Awesome. Wiggy Tugon, thank you again for the $10 tip and the very nice message, buddy. Eliminate all slave drivers. Okay. We got a mission, boys. Will I be doing another DOS 2 playthrough this year? Probably not this year, but I do want to do it at some point, like, in the near future. Yeah, I'd like to. I really want to play more DOS 2. Especially since the definitive edition's out.
Those Horsens. Forcing my own subjects to fight us.
Catch!
Ah!
Yeah!
Boop.
Your Grace, if we begin killing the overseers, the laborers will turn against them.
Is that the Overseer? I think so. Let's get him.
The overseers are dead, Your Grace.
Oh! Okay.
The Lyrians handily dispatched the Nilfgaardian overseers, more trained in the ways of the whip than the sword. Those who survived now found themselves shackled in the very chains they'd forced the peasants to wear.
Really? Oh, okay. Okay. You don't have to whisper up here, but okay. Thanks, baby. Apparently Rowan fell asleep on me and Lena's bed. So now he's downstairs in the very middle of a giant king-size bed, probably being adorable. Oh, you put it down from the car. Gotcha. Does he look absolutely adorable in that giant bed? You know it's trouble when I say something like that and my wife immediately looks down at her phone. So I was like, oh, you took a picture.
Souls. The cruel labor in the quarry had taken its toll. They stood before the queen, shrunken to skin and bone, clothed in tattered rags, their eyes reddened by dust. But in those eyes burned a brilliant fire.
Ooh.
Your Grace, them black-clads treated us like dogs, stripped us of dignity. So we beg you, give us arms, let us march neath your banner. 'Tis a chance at revenge we seek, we want.
Reynard leaned towards Meave and spoke in a scarcely audible whisper.
Majesty, they've knout. Not boots, not even foot wraps. To equip the lot, train them, would cost a small fortune.
That's fine. We have a small fortune.
'Tis true. They've knout to their names.
Said the queen.
Have few skills to offer and little strength. But to look in their eyes is to know they'll never flee. Never throw down their arms. Such recruits are worth coin in any amount.
Emaciated, downtrodden, the peasants met the queen's offer with gratitude. They relished the thought of facing their tormentors in a fight.
We do it, man. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Yeah, that wasn't even a dent in our war chest. It really wasn't. Ooh. Woo. Okay, so now we're gonna get, we need to get this still. Let's kind of swing to the south, and we'll do this event. We'll grab that. And then we'll see what else is down there. Oh, also the new card. Nah. Okay. Does DF have any plans on covering this year's Video Game Awards? I don't, but JP might.
Meave now reached Willowhane, a settlement she knew well, for it lay near Waldenrad, where in peacetime she would go to escape her queenly duties and enjoy the thrill of a hunt.
Pheasant, grouse, and partridge in abundance. You will see,
Said Meave in muted excitement, pivoting in her saddle to face Gascon. Alas, it appeared the war had ravaged even these woods. Where life had stirred and grown tall before, only resinous trunks remained. And the village itself had lost its quaint allure, surrounded now by a double stockade, a golden sun fluttering above it.
Bastards couldn't even let the damn trees be.
Gascon seethed. A dismal scene. Her once cherished wood, and it weighed heavily on the Queen's spirits. Waldenrad had been a place removed, where she could rest and forget the weight of her crown. Reynard's voice roused me from her sad reverie.
A Nilfgaardian garrison holds the village.
He said,
We ought to drive them out. Avoid any surprise later from the rear.
give the order to attack, but none is to play the hero. We shall breach or topple the stockade together. Senseless to perish so close to home.
Reynard nodded. Moments later, the Lyrians rushed forth and attacked.
Let's do it. Shortened battle. Cool, so we can throw everything we got at it. Do, 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 do. Hey, Tandor Fury, what's up, bud? How long do I have left in Thronebreaker? I don't know. But we're getting close. That is for sure. Yeah.
The time has come to purge these devils from our homes! Follow me!
Oh, Lord. Whoa.
The chase is on! To the gloire!
Man, it's playing a lot of jerk units right now.
Alba!
Jesus.
Aye. Never had your kneecaps broken.
It's gonna be a right good levy. Big and beautiful.
That was totally not worth. That was totally not worth.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Very glad!
Rude. God damn!
One boat's all I need.
I think he's a huge jerk, man.
Give me a time.
There we go. Woo! What a rude. Hey, Alexander, what's up, buddy? HS Noob, how you doing today? Hello, hello.
Our ballista, your command.
Egreto dum anime est. Des.
Rude.
Should listen to me, old lady.
Boop. All done.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Wow, that was close, man. That was close.
When the battle dust had settled, Neve instructed her soldiers to gather Willow Hane's inhabitants. Upon spotting their armed liberators, the common folk cowered in terror.
No longer need you fear.
The Queen shouted,
No longer must you worry about homes and loved ones. The war's nearly done.
Of a sudden, a villager dropped to his knees and raised his hands to the heavens in supplication.
Crocker! Guide my queen!
Meve broke off oddly, baffled by the man's outburst. And then it dawned on her. The Rivians of Willow Hane had been driven away. Taking their place, Nilfgaardian settlers brought in to transform the near-subsistence plots of local peasants into great estates producing for the Empire.
Damn. Damn.
Reynard managed to grasp the essence of the Nilfgaardian peasants' frantic pleas.
They wish to stay. They've come to love the land. They pledged to renounce their emperor, swear allegiance to you as their rightful ruler.
Meve had stopped listening. She turned to survey the hamlet. The walls of the huts freshly whitewashed, tools neatly arranged, flower beds well tended. A young girl of 6 or 7 summers peered out from her hiding place in a sunflower patch.
Your Majesty?
Asked Reynard, having noted that Meve's mind had wandered.
What are your orders? What shall we do?
I feel like the obvious answer is to drive them off.